Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Deepa Brar and I'm here to inspire you all to live a deeply beautiful life. So for today's video, we are going to be talking all things scalp micropigmentation. Now for those of you that don't know, besides YouTube, what I do in real life is I am a scalp micropigmentation artist. And scalp micropigmentation is also known as SMP or scalp micro. And what scalp micropigmentation is essentially cosmetic tattooing like microblading, lip blush, those kinds of things, but for your scalp. So it's the perfect solution for those of you that have gone through hair loss, have tried all of the methods, but have not been able to regrow your hair. Well, this is a really fantastic way of making you look like you have hair, and it's also semi-permanent, so it actually stays on your scalp for 3 to 5 years before you actually need another touch-up. So we're going to get into this video. Before we do, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can find out exactly when I post my next video. So we're going to start this video off by talking about what exactly scalp micropigmentation is. It's a process in which we use a cosmetic tattoo ink and a tattoo machine. And using a needle, we implant tiny dots of ink into your scalp to replicate the look of hair follicles. So if you think of a man with a very, very close shave, what you see is a very, very tiny hair follicle. So what we're doing is we're implanting ink into the scalp so that it looks like actual hair. And believe me, when you see this in real life, it looks so real. When I was taking my course, I could not even believe the guys that were in my class had it already done, and I was sitting right next to them. I didn't know until later on the first day when they actually said that they had it already done. So now we're going to talk about who can actually benefit from getting scalp micropigmentation done. So it's not just men. Yes, initially when scalp micropigmentation came along, it was initially a lot of men that were getting it done, men that are balding or completely bald, that want to make their scalp look like they just have a really close buzz cut. But it's not just for those of you that want to shave your head. You don't necessarily have to have a shaved head to get it. It's also really beneficial for men or women or whoever that wants to keep their hair long, but just wants to make their scalp look a little bit more filled in. People that have super thinning hair where you can actually see your scalp and you've tried all the things and it didn't help your hair grow back, but you just want to essentially make it look like you have a full head of hair. That's called a density fill. So this is something that I really love to do. Density fills are a little bit trickier and take a little bit more time and precision to do than a regular scalp micropigmentation. But a density fill is essentially if you want to keep your hair long, but you want to just make a patch of your hair look darker and look like there's more hair follicles in there, we can actually achieve this look. Now, it's not going to give you more hair and it's not going to grow your hair. Although there have been some people that have suggested that it actually does enhance blood circulation when you're having it done, which is true because when you do have it done, you can see that your scalp gets a lot more red. But it's not actually going to physically give you more hair. It's just going to give you the appearance of more hair. So if you get out of the shower, you just wake up or whatever, and you're just running out of the house, if you don't want to wear like a topper, or you don't want to put hair fibers in your hair, if you don't want to do a root spray, but you just want to run out and have like the appearance of a full head of hair, this is fantastic for you. So like I said, how it works is that we implant tiny dots of ink into your scalp so that it looks like tiny follicles. And we use very specific ink to do something like this. The ink that I like to use is Folicule. This one is fantastic. There's a black and there is a brown. And the black we use on most hair colors, most skin colors. The brown is more for people that are very, very, very fair and have like really light, like blonde hair. Is when you're essentially thinking of your hair, regardless of whatever color it is, if you were to buzz it down, for the most part, unless you have super light hair, your hair color will just look like a varying shade of gray. So we determine the color by taking into consideration your skin color, your hair color, and then we dilute the ink accordingly. So for now, how many sessions it takes? It can take anywhere from, like I said, 1 to 6 sessions, maybe more. It depends on how much area we have to cover. The first pass that we're going to do is essentially to lay the groundwork. So we do this all in a 2-hour session. We do not like to go over 2 hours per session. We don't want to do too much to the scalp. So what we do is we will implant the dots of ink. It's a process called pointillism. And we're doing the spacing like maybe 2 to 3 dots apart. And then once we've covered that session, you would come back anywhere from 10 days onwards, and you would get the second session done where we're going in and now we're filling in the spots that we had not done before. And when you get that second layer is when you really see it come to life. Like, it just is like magic. It's amazing. Like, I've seen it happen. I've done it to people, and it just makes your scalp come to life and makes you look like you have hair. It's honestly, if you ever get the chance to get it done, or if you see anybody that gets it done, it's really cool. It looks super, super real. And now the reason why it could be more than 2 sessions is like if you have not only this much hair loss, but you have some on the side, if you have some on the back. We also do people that just want to get it done on the temples. It really just depends. That's why I always say to get a consultation done. And I'm going to put the link for a consultation down in the description box below. Consultations are obviously free. We're just talking on Zoom, and then we just assess like what you've done to try to grow your hair back, how much hair loss you have, how long we think it'll take, and all that kind of stuff. So I myself am based in San Diego, but I might in the future come back home to Canada to do it as well. It's such a fun thing to do. It's like the perfect combination to me. Like, if you don't know, I was a makeup artist for like 15 years. I'm a makeup artist still. I don't do it as much as I used to, but it's a perfect combination of using your artistic skills and combining it with hair loss. It's so rewarding to make people feel like just themselves again. Now, for how long it lasts, it can be anywhere from 3 to 5 years before you will actually need to get a touch-up done. And what that means is not like it's going to completely disappear after 3 to 5 years. It'll just be that like parts of it will have faded away, and you'll just need to come in for a refresh. So it really does last a very long time, a lot longer than like microblading and stuff like that lasts. Now, in terms of recovery, so the results are immediate, but there is a period of 5 to 10 days when you're going to have to be careful in terms of like not washing your hair. I have all of the details. Like I said, I'll put it down in the description box below for you guys, but you'll want to avoid sweating. You'll want to avoid washing your hair with shampoos. You can use a little bit of water for the first 5 days, and after 5 days you can do a little bit of soap, but you just want to be super, super careful. Because there's ink in your scalp, you don't want to sweat it out. These are pores, so we're trying not to allow the ink to escape your scalp. So you want to make sure that you're not sweating at all. So you're going to want to make sure that you're not going to the gym for the first, like, at least try not to go to the gym for the first 5 days. You want to avoid touching your scalp too much, and you'll also want to avoid exposure to the sun, because the sun can definitely fade it while you are in between sessions. This is also really ideal for those of you that have gotten hair transplant surgery and you have like those FUE or FUT scars from where your hair is actually missing, where they took the hair out. We can actually use this to fill those areas in, and it just blends right into your scalp. So it's a really fantastic procedure to have done. And I definitely encourage you guys to take a look more into it. I'm going to leave links in the description box below for you guys. It's also really great for those of you that have alopecia. So I would say that more so for if you have androgenic or androgenetic alopecia, because that is something that is very difficult to regrow your hair from. It's a little bit more permanent. If you have alopecia areata, I would definitely suggest check out my other videos on how you can potentially regrow your hair using natural methods. If you have scarring alopecia, that is something that we'd have to assess on a case-by-case basis. Sometimes certain scars we will not be able to implant the ink into. It just won't hold. So that's, like I said, a consultation is the best way to go to figure out whether you can have it done or not. But thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. If you have any questions about this at all, you can let me know in the comments below, and I will try to answer as many as I can possibly answer. Thanks so much, and have a great day, guys, and I'll see you guys soon with another video.